Hey Lit class, this is Clay Pachella talking to you about copyright laws. Hey, first thing is, yeah, went out there and read about the fair use websites, and what surprised me the most, and this is something cause I came from a place where they basically said anything you create while you work for us belongs to us. So I naturally assumed where it was a teacher created an application. He built it himself while he was working for the school district, and it was his, and he used to do things in his classroom, and he forgot to delete it off of the server, and then he went to another school and used it and found out they were still using it back at his old school, and it said that he could sue them for like copyright infringement because they were still using it. And I was surprised because I really thought that since he created it at that school, then it would have belonged to the school, but it didn't according to the website. So I was really surprised about that because they always told us where I used to work that anything we created for them belonged to them. So that's something different, but I guess if you didn't sign an agreement or something legal saying that, then I guess then he could say that it's his personal property. I have had experiences when I was a student of using copyrighted content. One example was I had a teacher that would record. He'd record shows off of. They were PBS shows, but they were his own. He recorded them at home off of his recorder, and it showed to everybody. And it would always say like it was copyrighted, and said "do not record" or whatever on the thing, but he always did it. This was back in the early 90s. But yeah, he used to do that a lot, and then we used to, there'd be a couple times if we did really well, he would rent a movie and watch. The class of 40, 50 kids we'd get together at a big thing and watch the movie. So yeah, I've seen teachers, bring in their own, reference material. Even though it was maybe educational, it was still copyrighted and they wanted you to purchase the material, and so it wasn't purchased through the correct channels. So I've seen that. I did take the copyright fair use quiz, and I did it. I was curious to see how much I knew, so I did it before I read the material, and I got a 55% on it, and so I'm a propeller head. But then, so I just wanted to see how much I really knew about it. So that's why I did the quiz before. And then I went back and read the material and took the quiz and got a 100 on it. So anyway, it was some really tricky questions and some tough ones that they asked. So I was really surprised at some of those. Some of what was a copyright and what wasn't, too. I would have thought that several of the things on there that I talked about would have been a copyright infringement, but it was like, no, it wasn't. It was fair use. So it's good to know, and it'd be good to know as an educator. You got to stay within the laws because you don't want to open up your school to a potential lawsuit. So very important to understand copyright laws to protect yourself as well as the district from potential litigation. Well, that's all I have. Thank you very much.